just letting you.
Wow.
I heard that.
Yeah, that was clear
Maverick.
as day.
Maverick.
Loud and clear.
That was either the best Foley work I've ever heard in my entire life, or
What's up, pup?
Okay, well,
Yeah.
this arm is just gone. This is the Maverick arm now.
Uh-oh.
Claimed.
Major plumbing job today.
Yeah?
Had a leak,
geez.
so I had to
Oh,
cut
geez.
stuff apart, undo stuff, more tape the next time, put it back together, and knock on wood, she's holding.
Yeah?
She's holding.
Plumbing is kind of a pain.
Yeah. The gluing PVC part is usually pretty easy. It's the threaded stuff that sometimes leaks on me. Is Maverick playing? Is he going to have a character? Or like, oh,
Maverick
20.
This is a
The
ferocious
D&D
dog. Maverick will play
attacks your
Barnabas.
party and nibbles on your toes. Maverick, stop!
Hound of Clavicus Vile.
And that's how all the characters die. They get their toes nibbled off by a demon beast.
Mhm.
Drained of blood they were.
I mean, we were delicious and basically a chew toy, so
Maverick, do I need to get you a toy? I think I need.
I think you do. Several would probably be best.
Chew on that bone, and chew on that toy, and chew on that rope, and that stuffed animal. Okay. I'm a little nervous about this game because this is another one that I've been planning for a long time, so we'll see how it goes. It's not super duper important like the last big game was, but okay. Who all is online?
I'm online and Aeneas is online.
and so am I.
All right, I'm connected to the Snowball microphone. Let me know if I am quiet. I have an actual stationary microphone, so I probably just need to reposition if that happens.
Yeah, just make sure you're like kind of like right up on it.
Okay. So, and we have Randy online. Cody is not able to join us tonight. He's just kind of burned out from work. And Morgan is on vacation. So that leaves 4 players, and I think everyone is online. Mikhail, recording's going?
Yep, we are rolling.
All right. I'm going to pull up our pre-game questions. We're going to do one of those. Let's see. Sorted tables. Let's roll ourselves. Is anybody in roll 20? Can somebody roll a D147 for me? What'd we get? I'm on the other tab.
Apparently nothing, unless did I completely forget how to roll?
I'm not seeing the result for it either, but I heard it.
The forward slash comes before the roll. It's / roll and then just D147.
Here's a couple toothbrushes.
49.
49. Ooh, this will be an interesting one. I don't think we've done this one yet. So this is going to take place with you guys flying back to the temple to get the location of the giant fortress. along the way, you have a couple more days of bonding together as you fly in your airship. And one of the days, sitting over a dinner of, what would you guys probably be eating for dinner? It's like, hopefully you guys are not just eating road rations all the time while you live in an actual ship that can hold food.
I would assume that we would drop down every once in a while and do a little like spot hunting.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I like that.
What's the equivalent of like a pheasant in this world?
This
Yeah,
world is
those
just straight up
A pheasant?
You know what? I think there's pheasants, and then there's also
Yeah.
giant pheasants, and nobody really knows what the difference is. Giant pheasants are just kind of better.
If Vanitas ate the giant pheasant, would that be some species of cannibalism?
Yes.
No. It's more like how there's like American squirrels and British squirrels. There's pheasants and giant pheasants.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys are having a
Totally would.
nice dinner of bread, which I think you guys could probably bake your own bread from flour, instead of, eating stale like month-old bread every night. Then again, who in your party would actually do that baking?
Well, that's a good question.
Because it's not Sabek.
Yeah, definitely not.
I don't think it's Wex.
Sabek actually eats several, I would say, like mutton joints just raw.
Fuck.
Yeah, I'm very used to the idea of eating while traveling abroad and on the open seas, but definitely not preparing lots of meals in a kitchen. So that's not me.
So we've got either Hogard or Lunara who could be cooking.
I imagine
I think-
Gimbal
I think
actually would be
Hogard
the one
could.
cooking.
I think
Okay.
Hogard is one of the most likely candidates. Gimbal,
I think he likes beer and tavern food, but yeah, when he's adventuring, I think he's got a small repertoire of meals that he makes on the
Nice.
road.
I think that Gimbal definitely wants to help in the kitchen, but I don't know if he's terribly helpful. So you guys are having a nice
Maybe.
meal of pheasants and bread and other assorted snacks one night, and the question comes up of what everyone's favorite scent is.
I prefer,
Also, there's like
I prefer
right
the smell of the battlefield, the blood, the piss, the shit. Has a very particular aroma to it. Death and life mingling together.
I think Hogard likes the smell of machinery, machine oil, and some unique odors that only come from,
I think
machines.
there's a smell that comes with like a machine workshop of like
Yeah.
there's just kind of a metallic smell in the air from all the like ground up like
Oils and
parts.
metals. Yeah, and from working metals, maybe blacksmith and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, there's probably some like wood oil that is used as well, because I imagine your average machine during this era doesn't use entirely metal. That would be wasteful. You would have like a lever, for example, has metal components, but then has like, a wooden handle and maybe a wooden like framing. So you've got the smells of different woods, the smells of different like wood oils and stuff like that. I like that answer. Wex? Lunara?
Yeah, I would say the smell of like salt on the air right before a storm.
Ooh. Okay,
Yeah,
so
it's just
Wex
very
really
reminiscent.
loves life at sea.
Yes, and very much misses it, which is why I feel like I'm very akin to the way it feels to be on a ship, even though this is in the air.
Oh yeah, you mentioned this last time. How's Wex liking this this airship?
I mean, it's the best thing ever because it's all the cool stuff about a ship, except I don't have to worry about what happens when we hit land.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
I
I
like
like
that.
the mechanics around it, all of the magic that's making it happen. I think I'm probably still spending a lot of time just like wherever the levers and stuff are that make this ship go.
Mm-hmm. And I imagine Hogard is probably right in there with you, because Hogard also loves that machinery stuff.
Yeah, this is the Mass Effect part where I hang out with Hogard a lot now.
I like that. Also, I really like the idea of storms being a big deal with the airship, because you fly like a plane through a storm and it's not pleasant. And this airship is like more blimp than plane. I imagine that thing gets fucked up by storms. So I imagine that Wex, his experience as a captain is actually probably pretty valuable there.
Yeah,
Cool.
Sky pirate.
definitely a Sky Pirate.
Yeah, loving it. Lunara? Favorite smell?
I think Lunara's favorite smell would be pine needles because it's what she's most used to.
Oh, I like that.
It's all I could really think of. This one really threw me off. I thought about it a lot.
Oh, forests. They smell like moss.
It's better than human excrement and blood.
Says you.
You're running
Each
around
to their
like,
own.
"Ooh, look, feces."
No, it's not just that. It has to be mixed together, Wex. Jeez.
Okay, I need a bottle of like mixed battle
I'll
smell.
show you. Just
Okay.
wait until we run into a group of people that I don't like.
The next group of bandits.
Yeah.
Do we need to pull up that flow chart again of how your party interacts with people?
Yes.
Can we rob them? Is Sabek bored?
Very accurate flowchart.
Okay. So, everyone is on Roll20. You guys are on the map of the North right now. So, there's a few days of travel as you guys sky sail your way over to Really? Really? Do you think? Is that what you believe? Really? Uh-huh. Mwah. You make your way over to the Eye of the Allfather. From you land and you get settled out on the docks, and from here, I'm gonna switch us over to Eye of the Allfather 1FA. Maverick, my dude. I'm trying to do something here, bro.
If it makes you feel any better, Malik was doing the same basic thing. I was just muting him out. He was trying to get a breakfast sandwich croissant sitting on the arm of the couch.
Oh God. Okay. Give me a second. I'm gonna move some things around. Okay. And let me grab your. Hey, I hear you. Yeah, I do. It's fine. Nothing is happening. Oh my God.
You're not paying him the requisite amount of attention. That was a chirrup. That was interesting.
Okay. So
Birdman.
you guys land and my God, Maverick, I need you to chill. Please. Okay, I'll just do a passive background slow pet. Escape. Okay, so you guys disembark from the airship. You should all be at the southern tip of the Eye of the Allfather map. Everyone sees where they're at?
Yep.
Yep.
There is no Slugma currently. You'll have to find a nice murder victim to get him back.
Oh, I'm sure we will.
Happy to
Okay.
oblige.
So, you guys are back in the temple. You explored the temple pretty thoroughly last time. I want to know what your MO is for. The goal right now is just to get back to the Oracle to ask the final question now that you have the thing he was requesting. What is your MO for getting through the temple?
I think we just try to move as quickly through the area as possible. Try not to get caught up in any areas that have that hallucination-inducing mist.
Yourself.
Holgar suggests caution in case things have changed.
Okay. Where's my... Did I save it? Creatures? Didn't
Yeah, I
save
could
it there.
definitely imagine Sabek trying to push forward quickly and Hogard being like, slow down,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would
fall
almost
back
be
a
like,
little bit.
Can we caution and have maybe Linara do some forward scouting?
Oh, for
Forward
vision.
scouting, 1 foot in front of the other. Scouted, come on.
Mhm.
For
I mean-
vision, are you guys doing the same thing you did last time with having what's his name give you night vision?
What's the lighting like in here? I might put my
It is-
I
goggles
think that's what I was
on.
asking about, light vision.
Actually, you know
Or night
what?
vision.
Did you guys put? Okay, if you guys had, I think that you did this temporarily last time. You put the flame rune in the archway, and that turned on all the lamps in the temple. But you then took it out so that you could swap it for the other flame rune. And as soon as you took it out, all the lamps went out again. So
Oh, that's
there's
probably pretty dark
currently
in here
no
then.
lighting, and it is pitch black once you get a little bit inside.
Yeah, still charging forward.
Hogarth's wearing his spectrometer goggles.
Nice.
I don't know if that's gonna do any good. I'm sure everything's like lots of different colors and stuff.
Vanitas has an ability that lets him give dark vision to other people, so that's what he did last time. It just gave you guys all magic eyes.
Well, yeah, I imagine he would do that this time around.
I have like 120-foot dark vision. I'm gonna wear my goggles.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Maybe
The
something will
Hogarth's good,
happen
but it's
and-
still dark to everybody else, I think.
Yeah, I have a torch, but that doesn't do much.
I mean,
other than
Lunara's
right
got
in front
elf
of us.
eyes. but
Yeah, everybody
Yeah.
else
I don't
can
know
see
what
it.
those translate to in stat terms.
I think I have the longest vision range.
Yeah, like
dark
an extra
vision
100
wise,
feet.
or it might be equal with Hogarth's.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, so both of y'all are covered, so it's just dark to me. And Wex,
Yes.
Yeah, we're basically just stumbling through the
still
dark.
charging forward.
And compact. There we go. Okay. So last time I missed an important detail, which
For
is
shame.
like a very significant detail, although it ended up not mattering. Last time you guys got through the arch by having Zephyros come in and activate the cloud stone that you had found. I forgot to mention, while you guys were in the basement, you should have found Harshnag's, or not Harshnag's, but the frost giant axe that was missing was supposed to be on the corpse in the basement, and I think I literally just forgot about it with all the other moving parts. So, if you want to say that you guys collected that last time and just didn't use it, that's fine. Zephyros is totally content just staying on his castle. So you can either go in with just Harshnag or go in with both of them. It's your call.
I would like to go in with both of them, personally. I would think, I imagine that they would just be invested enough to want to follow it through, want to see how things shake out, see for themselves what the answers are.
Sure. I like that. Okay. You guys land the ship. You come in. You're at the entrance to the temple. Everyone just walks along to the north. Lunar is doing a careful forward, just a quick forward scouting as you go. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. You guys get into the main hall with all the statues and the zombie giants you had to fight last time. No ambushes or anything like that. I think that you see more of those animals from last time scurrying about, but nothing in particular comes of that. And you guys can go up to the door. Zephyros takes that mithril spear from the cloud giant statue and taps it to the rune. The gently glowing fog of the door starts glowing brighter, and it turns into this stormy portal that you can walk through just as you did last time. And we're going to switch over to Eye of the All-Father, first floor B. Okay. Everyone, we're in the top right of this map. I'm just going back to exactly where you guys were last time.
Cool. Lavos.
So, I actually don't think I need to worry about how many, questions each of you guys have left, because you've already asked the question that you guys are trying to get the answer to. But, Hogard, since you weren't here last time, do you have any questions you want to ask the Oracle? The rules are, as the other people can explain to you, you can ask it any question, and it will answer if it's possible to know the answer, essentially. But every time that you ask it a question, you lose a part of your soul to Anam, the god of the giants.
Well, what part of my soul? I mean, do I behave differently? Am I an asshole?
So, I like the idea that Hogard actually wasn't able to come in last time for some reason. So the other people can explain to you that, actually, since doing this, the people who asked a lot of questions have occasionally noticed changes in their behavior. They will find themselves liking a drink they didn't used to like, and they find themselves suddenly they know the Jotun language just randomly. They might
Hogard thought it would be fun to know the outcome of a lottery or something like that, and so at some point in the future to know the date and place and the winning lottery number, so he can just show up. Here's the number. Wow, you won.
Now
I got these dog races to get to.
Okay, so if you want to do that, you just have to
dog races.
You walk up to
10
the
large
altar.
on Baby Dog Win.
You actually are going to have to climb your way up onto the altar because it's hip height for a giant, which means it's 10 feet up in the air. And the bowl itself is 10 feet wide. There is a obsidian knife at the base of the altar, although it's giant sized, so it's basically an obsidian broadsword. And the way it worked last time is you just cut your palm, you bleed a little bit into the bowl, and then you get up to 6 questions that you can ask.
So can we say there's something like the Preakness or some annual horse race or some some annual event that people might go to and bet. And I'm just going to ask, what is the winning horse in this year's Preakness type horse race?
Okay, I like that. So, Hogard shimmies his way up to the bowl. He cuts his palm with the glass sword, bleeds a little bit into the bowl, and this huge construct lowers down from the ceiling and like looks at you. And I think the like race in question would be there is a horse race that is done at the town of Tribor, which you guys rescued a while ago. There's an annual like major horse race circuit that kind of goes through there, except instead of like Preakness, which I imagine is like a mile or two that they run. I have no idea. I don't know shit about horse racing. This is actually more like those like Alaskan sled dog kind of races where it's cross country and you have to like get to like 3 different cities or something and get
Now,
back.
I'm curious, is everyone else going to know this winning horse?
I
Or
mean,
is this something that only I know?
it provides
another
the
question?
answer out loud.
Okay.
So, you asked that question?
Yes. What's the name of the horse?
The name of the horse that is going to win next year's Tribor Cup is Orb. Horses always have dumb names.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, this one's named Orb.
Orb?
Orb.
I
All
thought
right.
you cut out there for a second, but no. Orb?
Yeah, I my
Orb.
phone kind of dinged, and I thought maybe I missed it, but just Orb.
Just
Okay.
I'm going to call it Roy Orbison.
Orb. Do you have any other questions you want to ask?
Nope. I don't want to lose any more of my soul. We'll just leave it at that.
Just enough for the horse race.
Yeah. He's just
No, I like
curious
that.
if he could win this. So we'll see.
Sure.
Hogard, you're mechanically inclined. I figured a way to kind of get past its mechanisms before. Maybe you could figure something out more.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah. What? I'll
Yeah.
try.
Fucking abuse
Yeah.
a creature.
What mechanisms? What did you try, or what were you trying?
Well, I didn't really give it my soul. I gave it something else's soul.
Yeah.
But in principle, it proves that you can use something else in place of yourself. I don't know. I mean, you could become a half dragon man if you like.
No, I don't think I'm going to take a chance.
It's a really
on that.
torturous
Sorry.
process.
I'm
You
gonna pass.
probably wouldn't like it.
I'm going to
Okay.
pass.
Does anybody remember who had actually asked the question about where to find the Flame Giants stronghold, which has the.
Could you say that again? Sorry, I missed part of that.
So there's a magic conch that you guys need to get to the city of Maelstrom, which is the Storm Giant capital, and that is the place that allegedly the like answer to all these mysteries is located at. That is the source of whatever is blinding the Oracle. And in order to get the magic conch that takes you to Maelstrom, it is located in any one of the 5 giant strongholds of the different tribes of giants. And you guys had decided that you wanted to go to the fire giant stronghold because they have the most like treasure. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Does anybody remember who asked that question of where they can find the stronghold?
I definitely didn't ask the question.
Yeah, that wasn't mine particularly. I was more interested in where to find my
Might have been
horn.
Harshnag.
It probably
I think,
was
yeah, it was either Harshnag or
Or
me, because I
Vanitas.
remember specifying that, like, we wanted the richest stronghold.
You know what? I do think
that
it
makes
was
sense.
So, Lunara, you can walk back up to the altar, and as soon as you walk up, the lights change to be the amount of wishes or whatever that you had left. And you have the magma ring that you were asked to retrieve as a proof of identification that you were essentially an administrator who had access to this information. What do you do?
Can I just, like, show him the ring, or do I have to put it in the bowl? I'm wary of putting it in the bowl.
Why are you wary of putting it in the bowl?
I don't know. I don't want to lose it.
Okay, you hold up the ring in front of him.
Yeah.
Okay, an arm, like one of those like robot snake arm things, snakes down from the oracle and reaches over to grab it out of your hand.
Ah, fuck.
Anything to stop it?
Nah, I think I'm gonna be like too freaked out.
Okay. It is very creepy. It essentially looks like a giant snake made of metal with like 3 sharp hooks at the front. That reaches down, grabs this ring out of your hand, and retracts it inside. There's like the lights on its body. These like colored gems start flashing, and then after a second of processing, it says, shit, what is this dude's name? Please hold.
Holding.
Named NPCs. He's not a duchess. He's not a chief. He's not a count. He is...
Oh my god, how many names do you have?
Several hundred.
Oh my.
Ooh, actually, why do I not actually see this guy? It's not Duchess Brimskarda, is it? Duke Zalto. All right. Where the hell is Duke Zalto's entry? That's so weird. I'll have to find this guy in a bit. Oh, he's under Giant Lords. They have a special tab for it. God damn it. Okay. So, you give it the ring and it processes for a second. It says like, "Welcome back, Duke Zalto." The current location of Iron Slag, the fire giant stronghold, is and a like hologram, an illusion spell is going to light up inside the room, and it's a map of the land that you're in, but it is it's not a map as it would be drawn out by a person. It's more like satellite imagery. It is a perfect 3D representation of the actual landscape with a few like bright dots on it, and it is going to say that the thing that you're looking for is in the Frost Hills, ironically, north of the city of Nesme. Sabak, you will remember that Nesme is the city that it said that you would have to go to learn how to control your dragon.
Ah, interesting. Something tells me that we need to get to this place.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
I feel like we should probably head there like sooner rather than later.
Yeah,
The
no
big machine
objections.
god tells us to go here, so we go here. Anybody else feel like they're being led around?
I mean, sure, but does anybody else feel a certain way about that
Where's
Not
this
snake.
sentence going?
Yeah,
Wait, what'd you say?
I'm still freaking out about
Your-
the snake.
mic is far away.
Oh,
I'm sorry, I didn't realize my mic was.
no, I heard you. I was just I just missed the word. Okay,
I feel like she wouldn't know how to describe it either. So it's like, how you guys feeling about the
You know,
I think everyone just
Yeah, the
slowly
shoo-
looked
shoo.
up towards like the snake robot arms and just took a little step backwards. Yeah, about that. We should go quickly. That's a great idea.
Okay, so you guys have your answer. If you don't have any other questions for them, you are welcome to leave.
Yeah, I'm good.
Sabek considered asking another question, but he wants to actually find out about controlling the dragon before he starts giving away more of its soul. Why control something that's just as weak as a normal human?
Okay. So I don't remember how many questions Sabek had left.
I think I may have had like 1 or 2 questions left.
That sounds right.
Let me see if I wrote it down somewhere.
I thought you had asked everyone, and that's why you got the fugue state.
You get the fugue state if you do a lot of them. I don't know that he necessarily did all of them.
GM notes are empty shit. Where did I keep my notes at?
Well, I think that you can ask one more. It would either be the last part of your spirit. Well, okay. It's not the last part of your soul. It's more like there is like up to 10% of your soul or something like that this thing can take over, and you are losing a sixth of that 10% every time. So like 1.75 or whatever percent. So either you ask the question with your last question, or Lunara can ask it.
It was 6 questions altogether, right? That each person had.
Total.
Okay, yeah, I found my notes. I asked 5 questions, so definitely 1
Sweet.
left.
Did you have one more question you wanted to ask?
Not now.
Okay, very good. I like that. So we're going to switch back to the Eye of the Allfather first floor A map, and you guys have everything you need. So I think Zeph and Harshnag are like, well, all right, that was easy. Let's get on our way. And you guys start heading out. Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, let's get moving.
Back to the airship.
Okay. So, yes. As soon as you step back through the portal, and you land in the hallway, Sabek, your dragon sense just goes nuts. It's a little bit off, but you smell a very, very powerful dragon somewhat to the south.
All right, Wex. Okay, it's not quite the blood, piss, and shit combination that I told you about earlier, but there's something here.
I want to take a very deep whiff of the air, and I don't want to actually smell anything.
You don't smell anything.
Do you just make an inhale sound instead of
I just
actually?
I don't know how one does that without actually smelling.
Where's the battle?
Pulling in the air between your teeth.
Yeah.
Putting your hands over your face while you're doing it.
Gotcha. Okay. So, do you have anything you do immediately?
Let me see. What would... Okay, so you said dragon sense, but I have a danger sense. Is this like an impending, dangerous feeling? Or
we've never written this down. This is something that you came up with the first time when we were hunting Virunga. You had mentioned that you would probably be able to smell or sense dragons nearby, which I think totally fits the fiction.
I can taste them on the air.
Yeah,
totally.
So this is that.
Okay. Cool. So, we have Vanitas's. I think we're still. Are we still on the interior map?
I need something I can.
Yeah, you're on Eye of the Allfather.
The Conan or the
A.
light.
Oh, God damn it!
Yeah, we're still on first floor B.
Sorry.
Here we go. This will work.
All right. So if we're still rolling with Vanitas's dark vision,
sure.
I would think that upon Sabek getting all riled up, everybody else would start to look around and
wait. Is it in here?
I don't know. We don't know at all.
Oh no. Can I climb up on Harshnag's
I don't want to go into
platform?
the other rooms or anything, but I would think that we would at least go to each of the entryways or exits to the room.
No, if this is
to the left and right of T2.
Would this just overpower any other sense that you would have of what we need to do with our adventure? We would need to focus on this until we found the dragon?
Well, considering the last time that we saw a dragon, we were on the flying castle, and I damn near walked off the top of it, just trying to make a beeline toward it. Yeah, I would probably throw caution to the side and just and kind of forget where we were supposed to be going in my search. So somebody would probably have to pull me back.
Okay. You can smell it directly to the south, which is towards the entrance.
I'm going south.
Yeah,
directly.
Holgard was going to suggest that he try sniffing down different corridors and sniffing into different rooms and see if he could kind of get an idea of the direction. I think maybe it might be smarter to Holgard says, Sabek, it might be a good idea to know where this dragon is before we accidentally walk into him. So I think we should
Yeah, I'm kind of like one of those cartoon characters that's got the magic smoke smell, leading them in a certain direction, and I'm just floating on my tippy toes, but angrily so.
You're levitating an inch off the ground by your nose.
So good.
Yeah.
Okay, it leads you south.
Draw my blade.
You've drawn your blade. You're not running, right? You're still moving.
Yeah, not running.
You're moving cautiously.
Walking quickly.
Okay. Lunara, you cannot get up on Sabek's platform because he left it back at the castle because he did not. Unlike last time, he was not expecting to go through a dungeon run.
Gotcha.
But if you want to climb up on his shoulders, that would be fine.
Yes.
You mean Harshnag, right?
Yeah, Harshnag.
Yeah.
Because climbing on my shoulders might be hard. Unless I'm a dragon.
No, man.
I mean, I feel like somebody could piggyback you pretty well. I feel like Sabek would give some pretty righteous piggybacks.
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay. Okay.
And I would also ask that Harshnag just follow after Sabek. We've got to keep him safe, but not too close, Not that safe.
Keep him somewhat safe.
Yeah.
All right. You guys follow after Sabek. You start making your way downtown, walking fast, faces past, but you're homebound. And as you guys enter the hall leading out, you see, illuminated from the sunlight streaming in from outside, you see 3 figures walking down the hall towards you. There is a blue-skinned lady in a dress who has like big wings furled out behind her. And then there are 2 you guys might struggle to see from this distance because you're like 100 feet or something away. But they appeared to be 2 humans. Actually, I think I think they're both elves. I think that there are 2 elves traveling with her. As you can go to the south to see sprites of what they kind of look like. You see this in front of you, and there is a like moment of hesitation when he walks out the door and sees this, and Harshnag goes, Zeph? Is that who I think it is? And Zephyros kind of like adjusts his spectacles and goes, son of a bitch, that is Imrith. Yes, I believe that is. Fuck.
Who's Emerith?
So
I think
he's
Sabek
going
would
to
slam the butt of his sword in the wall. Who goes there?
Oh God.
So I think that the woman just keeps walking towards you. You've got like a minute or 2 before she reaches you. But one of her companions shouts back, it is undignified to shout.
Fuck your dignity.
Sorry, I think Lunara actually laughed at that. Like, is this guy really trying to like
Wow, that was
tell us proper etiquette in this scenario?
So,
tone
Lunara,
gendarme.
in response to your question, Harshnag is going to say, do you guys remember when we saw that dragon the other day, and I said that it was a elder blue dragon, and that one of those had killed an entire squadron of Jotun Rage Knights one time?
Is this that same dragon? Oh,
This is that elder dragon.
Sploosh.
In fact, she killed my squad of Rage Knights. This is somewhat traumatic for me, and oh boy, I do not want to fight her again.
Double sploosh.
He's going to reach down and just tap your shoulder with his fingers, Sabek. He's going to say, Sabek, I have to warn you, this is any dragon you might have fought in the past. Imrith is an order of magnitude more powerful than that. I'm not sure it would be wise to attempt fighting her. In fact, I am quite sure it would be unwise to attempt.
I don't think that you and I are thinking of the same kind of fighting, friend. Side note. Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah,
Side
it
note
means
that
what you
means
think
that
it
we're gonna-
means.
we're gonna fight
Can you
anyway.
guys remind? Can you guys
Sabek likes
remind
power.
me who? Do we have giants with us, or who's in the party right now?
Sabek is part giant.
No, Harshnag. Sabek is part.
Harshnag is with us.
Oh shit! Sorry, you said giant. I thought you said dragon. I thought giant meant dragon. Yes, you have 2 giants with you.
Okay, we have Harshnag and who else?
You have Harshnag, who is a frost giant, and Zephyros, who is a cloud giant. If it matters, frost giants are renowned warriors, and cloud giants are renowned mages and scholars.
Okay. Other than that, we have Sabek, Hogard, Wex, and Lunar. Are those? Is that the whole party?
That's the party that you have available, yes.
What about Srogma?
Not here yet.
Oh.
Coming soon if we start this fight.
So yeah, just to make it clear, Sabek is aggressively attracted to this dragon woman. Like,
Really?
he doesn't know whether he wants to fight her or finish the sentence for yourself. But yeah.
What does that is fantastic. Oh my god. Oh, thank you, Zai. This is so juicy at a
Lunara is content to just watch this play out. To
This is
Sabek's-
so good. I'm looking forward to this. As she approaches, the woman, presumably Imrith, is going to whisper something to her two companions, and they're actually going to stand back near the entrance. And she passes them something. She passes them each a small object, and then keeps walking towards you. So I have a thing that I want the giants to say. Do you guys have anything immediate that you guys want to do?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
As she approaches, Sabek slides a dagger slightly across his chest, drawing blood to incense his prey.
Fuck. Okay. We're gonna get there.
Hogarth's a little nervous.
Harshnag,
He's not sure what's going on. He just, is this some weird dragon sex thing? He doesn't know. He's just like kind of almost in a fight or flight mode. So
that is a good
doesn't know
mode to
what's
be in.
going on.
Harshnag is going to grab Lunara and gently place him on Zephyros's shoulder. And then he's going to look down at the group and say, listen, I can distract her for a bit, but you guys need to get out of here. Do not attempt to fight her. And then he's going to look at Sabek and he's going to say, Sabek, is there any chance on Earth you are going to follow my advice there?
Sabek is actually laughing in response.
Okay.
That's the response.
In that case,
it's not a no, but it's not a yes.
okay. If you are going to stay and fight, then I will fight alongside you, and our goal is to distract her long enough for the others to get out. If you can kill her, good for you, but don't plan on it.
Hogarth's gonna stay and fight. Hogarth's not gonna run.
Harshnag strongly advises against it. Harshnag says that this is one of the most powerful living creatures, and it is suicide for Harshnag to attempt fighting her. Harshnag is fairly certain he's not leaving this hallway alive. He does not recommend anybody who does not have to fight her. He does not recommend that Sabek stays and fight her. He just doesn't think he can stop him.
Yeah. You just got to remember, Sabek wants to kill a god. So everybody else sees this as like in a world ending, oh god, we're all going to die type of thing. Sabek sees this as a step.
Yeah, no. It's I dig it. I will say I've had this planned for like easily 6 months, and from like the day that I came up with it, I was like, there's no fucking way Sabek is walking away from the fight. So we'll see what happens. Harshnag is going to get his weapon ready, and he's going to are there any complaints? What is the actual plan?
What's the lighting like? Do I need to keep these spectrometer glasses on, or can I take them off?
Yeah, you need to keep the spectrometer glasses on.
All right.
I will say the lighting in the half of the hallway closer to the outside is not too bad. but down where you are, it's like almost pitch black.
Okay.
So, are you guys willing to? Do you guys accept this plan that he has offered?
Hogard,
What's the plan?
Hogard hands a letter to Harshnag in case he doesn't survive.
In
To
case
deliver
Harshnag
to
doesn't
his
Oh
survive?
family.
no!
Okay. So the plan that Harshnag has suggested is that him and potentially Sabek tangle with Imrith and attempt to distract her long enough for the others to get out of the hallway alive. We don't know what's up with the other two people who came in with her, but he does not recognize them as elder dragons, and so they are, by definition, less of a concern than she is.
Can Lunara see Emerith from where she is? I can't remember the exact range.
You can.
Cool. I'm just gonna get my bow ready. The super big one. I'm just gonna be like, it's okay, Zephyros. You don't need to move at all. We're fine right here. I just, just in case.
So Zephyros is planning to, as soon as Harshnag and Sabek create a distraction, run with the three of you out the door.
That's fine.
And, get the other two out. Do you guys all agree with that plan?
Yes.
Sure. Sabek is kind of just waiting to see what this dragon woman does. His first move was the whole drawing of the dagger across the chest because
Sure.
blood is now in the air.
All right. Well, Hogard will leave with the others and follow that plan.
Okay.
Hesitant. He's hesitant.
Okay, then I think that the action is going to be. Let me think if there's anything I'm missing. Okay, then I think we're waiting for like. It's like one of those scenes in a Tarantino movie where you're just waiting for like one person to move before everyone starts shooting. So Imrith keeps walking up, and eventually she gets within talking range of the lot of you. And she's going to look up and say, a couple giants are in my way, and some mortals. I think that the giants would have some banter back and forth with her, but that's just honestly not good radio for me to just talk to myself for a while. So assume banter happens there. Then she looks at Sabek, and her eyes go wide in surprise a little bit, and she says, Well, I wasn't expecting to see you here.
Do they know each other?
Do I?
You do
Do
not.
I know you?
Ooh, actually? Ooh, hold on. Make a wisdom save.
All right.
Okay. You
I recognize.
You have blurry memories from that time, but you recognize her as somebody who was often in the facility where you were being experimented on.
Uh-oh.
Where do I know you from? Answer me now. Underestimating us would be a mistake to one such as yourself.
Us? Savak, calm down.
I like
She
it.
I got two giants with me. What?
She's
like
going
it.
to chuckle, and she's going to say, well, that's an awful tone for you to take with me.
That's an anime response if I ever heard one.
Yes.
Getting super Morgana vibes from her. I
You know
love it.
what? I'm gonna retcon that a little bit. I was deciding whether I wanted to do this yet. She says, "That's an awful tone for you to take with your mother."
Ooh, I don't want to learn anymore. I want to stay. I want to stay for this whole thing. This is about to get very messy.
Is this like a Jerry Springer
So
moment,
if
or-
Sabek's grip could break his sword at this point, it would. That's how
Mhm.
tightly he's clenching it.
Okay.
Explain yourself. What are you? Who are you? Why are you here? Why are you saying we're in your way?
She's going to chuckle and say, I don't need to explain myself to you. And then she's going to point at you and she is going to say, sit. And I need you to make a wisdom save.
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh no! Oh, that's bad. Ooh, that's bad.
Sabek, you actually feel your body starts to transform as it does when you take a dragon's blood. You don't take on your full dragon form. Let me do this. Yeah. It starts to transform, and in particular, your legs take on a draconic shape, and your draconic legs buckle, and you fall to the ground in front of her.
Witch! I think as I'm sinking down to my knees, Sabek would probably throw one of his javelins with
Yep.
all his strength at her.
Yep.
Hell yeah! Make a javelin attack.
Oh shit.
Oh, I could have sworn I did this.
Ah!
Okay. Roll damage. Okay. You throw the javelin. It goes directly into her shoulder. And it just hangs there as if you had thrown it into a block of wood.
What the
And
fuck?
then a second later, it falls out without so much as a drop of blood. And she says, and I think we're done here. I need to get through there now. And there is
Oh no, you fucking don't.
crack
High dragon's
of
blood.
energy
Drinking it.
as
No, wait. Actually,
And-
no. I want to stop him. He should not drink a dragon's blood. If he's doing it, I'm slapping it out of his hand. There's no way.
so you are a little bit away from her with Zephyros's
Yes.
group.
Yeah.
Are you gonna run over to him to slap it?
I'm literally gonna run over there and slap it out of his hand.
Okay.
Oh my!
Jesus.
Ah!
Okay. It has been so slapped. I don't know if you guys want to do a roll for that. I feel like it's not necessary.
DM, up to you.
Yeah, that's up to you. I
think-
think
I
have
don't know
the
where the
ability
story's
to
going,
slap it out
so
of
I'm
his
like, your
hand.
call.
I just literally do not need him to become a dragon right now.
Yeah. So there is a burst of air and dust and snow as this woman expands in an instant from the size of a regular human woman to I would say, colossal dragon. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and go a little bit bigger
Oh
with
dear.
this dragon sprite.
Oh golly.
She is she is so large that she, like, her head raises the roof of this building, which is created to be large by giant standards. So that is I don't think she would be, because that would be 90 feet up. She towers over Harshnag. I would say she's maybe 50 feet tall.
Jeez.
She spreads her wings wide, and they take up the whole hallway. And I think she's about to charge at Harshnag.
Danger, sense. Hold up. I'm gonna flex and bust out of this.
Okay.
You're gonna bust out of your dragon legs?
Something. Let's see. You attempted to use a roll command looking for the value of a selected token, but no tokens are selected. Oh, wait. No, I have to press the flex button attached to my character. Sorry.
Come on, load. 15.
It's a decent flex.
It's a decent flex. I'm not sure that it... Make another wisdom save for me.
Alrighty.
Okay. Specifically, I want to know if you are just trying to, like... If you are trying to, like, stand up and move and stuff despite this dragon acting against you, or if you are trying to, like, kick him out of your body.
I imagine this is more a scenario of Sabek trying to exert his own willpower over the dragon's spirit or the actual dragon.
So you're trying to take back control of your body.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. 18 is good enough for that. You move back to human form, but despite having been in despite having taken dragon blood not that long ago, immediately you get really bad withdrawal kicks in right away, so you're going to be at full withdrawal.
Oh jeez. Wax,
Yeah.
I need to drink some fucking blood.
No, everything is telling me that something about this is wrong. No, I want to scream back to Harshnag to grab Sebek, and I'm going to cast a spell in the direction of the dragon, and we need to go.
No! She
This-
thinks she inspires terror. I'll teach her fear.
This is not up for debate. I'm literally not even talking to Sebek. I'm talking to Harshnag.
Okay.
God damn it, Wax!
So, Imrith is going to, with a fluid grace belying her size, moving almost like a cat or a snake, she whips over and is actually going to jump at Zephyros.
Oh
but
lord.
Harshnag intercepts her and just kind of
Oops.
body checks her into the wall.
Oh damn!
And
Harshnag,
so-
don't die.
She is going to get him with she is going to bite him and then scratch him twice.
Oof.
No.
And
no.
all three of those hit, so he takes like 50 damage.
Oh
God damn.
Oof.
So
How much
he's
health
up
does he
against
have?
he has 127 health.
Ah, okay.
He has her pinned up against the wall, and you guys are literally like, I'm having trouble managing your sprites because you're all literally
yeah, we're literally on top.
But I think Zephyros and Lunara are going to slip out, basically like literally slip out under his arm, like duck under him, and start running past, and he's gesturing for you guys to follow.
Is Harshnag doing like a self-sacrifice type of deal here?
That he said
Because
that
I just want to mention that there is a bottle of High Dragon's blood rolling around on the ground, which Wex just slapped out of my hands, and is highly explosive.
Okay.
Just throwing it out there.
It's not like a nuke.
It's not a nuke, but
Yeah, I don't think this is
something.
gonna be like Terminator 2.
So his stated intent is to distract her long enough for you guys to get out. And then get out himself. He's not staying to fight if he can help it. So Wex and Sabek ? what are you guys doing?
Yes.
If they're not pulling me in a direction, I'm trying to get towards her.
You're trying to get towards her, not towards the dragon
unless
blood?
unless they're pulling me somewhere. Like,
Your call, Wex.
Is Harshnag pinned? Like, can Harshnag not move?
The two of them are pinned together, and this is like we're talking about down to like a microsecond. This is like a half second that this decision takes place in. In a second, they're going to be scrambling like crazy.
Got you. So against my better judgment, I want to try to push Sebek in the direction of like Zephyros and the rest of the group.
Yeah, can I like hop off of Zephyros and come back to try and help pull him back too?
Like, I think it takes a lot of effort.
I'm trying really hard to move.
So I think that you can make a strength contest, but Wex is going to have advantage and Sabek is going to have disadvantage because of the withdrawal.
Yeah, I was looking at my my debuffs basically from withdrawal. I'm just gonna. There's no. Okay, heavy withdrawal. You just finished coming down last 1 hour. No extra attack, no fast movement, no unarmored defense. Disadvantage on most saves and skills. Disadvantage on and against attacks. Slow actions can either act or move on your turn, but not both. Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, that's not a good one. So yeah, I'm pushing.
Temporary withdrawal damage, half your max HP. Hey, I'm still going to strength check.
Sure. You can make a strength check. Lunara, I need an acrobatics check to get down from Zephyros, Zephyros, who's like 18 feet tall.
I got this. I'm about to break my ankle and make everything
in this situation,
worse.
I would take the smaller number there, right? The 12?
Yep.
Okay.
You have disadvantage, and Wex has advantage, so he is going to be able to pull you, but it's
no. She said, "My mother." What? No.
I know. I'm so sorry, but this is anime. We can't do this now.
I mean, think about it. You started this out and like, we're either gonna fight or do something inappropriate. So I think it's better we get out of here anyways for your pride. Let's go, Salbek.
Yeah, so I kind of don't want to see what happens.
I think that
Oedipus Rex!
You basically slide down Zephyros's cape like a slide and hop off at the bottom and get a hand on Sabek, and the two of you start pulling him. You guys are making pretty good progress, and you're able to run down the hall. As you approach these two, they are going to smile, do something with the objects in their hand, and then put it up to their mouth.
Oh,
and there's another flash of air, and the two elves in front of you are suddenly two dragons.
Oh, come on.
I want to say something, an important distinction here. When Imrith did it, it was just like a flex, like it was something that she did. When these two did it, they did it by drinking something.
They're like me.
And they are going to attack. So they're going to... The first one is going to jump at Zephyros and is going to attempt to pin him so he can't move. So strength save. And then... Oh, I forgot to do a bonus to that. That should have been +2. So, his 14 versus Zeph's 15. Zeph actually wins that one. So,
Nice.
Zeph is hindered for a second as this dragon grapples him, and I'm imagining the dragon is like grabbing onto his arms and flapping around with his wings, trying to like pull him to the ground, and Zephyros is like spinning and trying to throw this guy off. You guys are running around between their feet, and I think you guys are able to get past them. Sephiroth successfully throws it off, and it's going to go flying into one of these statues over there. One of you guys, who wants to do something?
Lennar, do you have a way to blind the other dragon? Because if not, I think I can do a thing.
I don't know if I can blind. I have explosive arrows, which might help.
That might also work too.
So
I want you guys to know this is a very bad time to make a distraction, but Maverick has finally calmed down and curled up on the couch, snuggling a tiny stuffed dog.
That's great.
I thought that was a good tone shift you guys would appreciate.
Yes.
Nice.
So what are you gonna do, Lunara, about this dragon?
I mean, I'm gonna shoot an explosive arrow at it in an attempt to slow it down so we can get out of here.
Hell yeah. Okay. Are you shooting at it in any particular way to slow it down? Are you like aiming for the eyes or the feet or something?
Now, real quick, just to make sure, did you guys want me to target the one that just got thrown into the statue or the one between us and the door?
No, the black one, yeah, right at the door.
Is there any... Would Lunara be able to see if there's any kind of faults in the wall where I could shoot out the wall and see if I could cave something in on him?
There is not. This is a very, very sturdy temple made by giants.
No, I'll just go for his face then.
Okay. Roll attack and damage.
Okay. I would just roll that with the regular longbow, right?
Yes. The other one.
No, it's got its own thing. My bad.
The other one requires you to basically set it up like a catapult or something. The other one's basically a mobile siege weapon.
Oops. Should I have hit the longbow first?
Hit longbow first.
My bad. There we go. Oh.
21 will hit.
And then roll damage.
Yeah. Okay. So that's a total of 18 damage. You would be able to do additional shots, but I think that the important thing is that this hits him. The explosion rocks the side of his head and actually like there's an explosion on the right side of his head and it pushes his head to the left and it slams against the wall.
Dope.
So you get kind of a 1-2 combo there.
Nice.
And I think he is stunned temporarily.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
You guys just running?
We gotta go.
Yeah, we're running.
Okay. You guys are out the door. Zephyros gets to the door and then is going to look back at Harshnag. And let's see what's going on with Harshnag and the giant lady. Harshnag sees that you guys have gotten out and is ready to start making his egress.
Sabek is continuing to scream and curse this entire time.
Oh yeah. Do you want to
get
make
over it?
Sabek, do you want to make another strength save to try to get away from them?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Why would you do that?
I will allow that happens while you are back here. Yeah, 11's probably not going to do it. Wex?
You godless
Nugget
fucks!
is still...
Ooh,
My strength
Wex
is
done goofed.
not
Oh, no.
super
Oh,
good,
no.
So
Can I try?
No, I think Wex was established as the one that was hauling him.
yeah. Oops.
Also,
Can I,
it's
call
too.
in Nugget to try and distract Sabek?
Oh, I totally
God.
forgot about Nugget.
Yes, come peck his face. Come on. We gotta keep... come on.
Topek flexes you guys off. All right, Sabek, you're free. The dragon to your left is going to be unstunned in just a second. There's another dragon thing to your right that is just pulling himself off of that statue. And you've got like 15, 30, 45, 60, 75 some feet between you and Imrith.
I think well, if I can retcon my movement a little bit here, I probably would have moved closer to this dragon since I can only move or attack in one move so that I could actually hit it.
I have
Okay.
a question. When there's a moment, of course.
Yes, dear.
Did we establish that there were cannons on our ship?
Ooh.
You know what?
Because I'm going to go through
I
the
think so.
door and try and see if we can aim these cannons through the door.
Very nice idea.
I love that. I think your ship is just far enough off to the side that somebody's going to have to like stick it in reverse for a few feet to pull that off. But I'm loving it. Is that what everyone else is doing?
If
That's
Lunar
definitely
is
what I
saying,
wanna
like,
do.
I want to do that. I'm definitely flying the ship backwards.
Yes.
Okay. All
'Cause
right.
I don't think we're gonna be able to get Sabek out of this at this point, so I want as much firepower as I can get.
All right. You guys run your way over there.
Hogard likes that idea. He's going to try and help man the cannon.
So I think Zephyros has said that he looked back at Harshnag and he sees that Harshnag is not doing great in this fight, and he's going to stop for a second and curse, and then he's going to cast a spell, and a fucking huge lightning bolt shoots between him and Imrith. Lunar, can you make a reflex save for Nugget,
Yes.
who is directly in that line of action?
How would I do that?
If you just alt double click on Nugget, are you able to? I might need to give you ownership.
Let me check. Yeah, I mean, I can open his character sheet.
Click on did I say a reflex save?
Yes.
Dexterity. Sorry, in Pathfinder, there were only 3 saves, and they were reflex, will, and fortitude, corresponding to dexterity, constitution, and wisdom, constitution, and dexterity, or whatever, accordingly. So I still slip into those sometimes.
Did I hit the right one?
You hit the right one. Oh, he actually does. It specifically says that he has proficiency at dexterity saving throws. So I think with a 12, because he was not the intended target, that's enough for him to slip out of the way. And so I think his feathers stick up on their end a little bit as this lightning bolt zaps past him and hits Imrith. And she is going to convulse for a second. And during that time, Harshnag kind of pulls himself out from under her and starts sprinting down the hall.
I think
Sabek, I think it's you.
So
you know what? I think it's the dragon first.
Oh, I thought he was stunned.
He was stunned like 30 seconds ago, and then you limped over to him.
Okay, fair enough.
The dragon is going to smile down at you, and then I think he's going to, like a cat with a mouse, slam his claw down on you and try to hold you against the ground. So you take 13 damage, and I'm gonna need you to make a strength save.
Okay.
With disadvantage, of course.
Of course.
Oh, actually, I think that's good enough.
I mean, it was
normally
equal, right?
roller wins ties, or the person who like initiates the action if that's not clear. But I think that is enough that you definitely get hit and you get slowed down a bit as you're like, I think you're prone, but you're not pinned. Like you managed to wiggle out from under him, and you are like feeling like shit. Like your body is actively trying to kill you right now, and like your vision is blurring. Everything is like spinning around you, and like you see like you can like see your pulse like beating in your head, and yeah, go ahead and make an attack if you want.
Yeah. You bastards! The fuck did you do to me?
14 is not going to hit.
Oh, whiff.
I think you twist around on the ground, slam your greatsword into his side, but you're so just weak right now that it just like you hit him square on. You just don't have enough strength right now to break through his scales. And as he's running past, Harshnag is first going to get tackled. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna have this brass dragon tackle Harshnag, and then I'm gonna let people on the boat do something. So Harshnag is going to take an extra 15 points of damage.
Oh no!
But he's not going to be pinned.
He good.
15 points of damage, by the way, to like you guys would be
Yeah.
Not a ton, but enough to hurt. Harshnag is going to like shake his head and keep running towards the entrance. Zephyros has backed out through the door and is preparing another spell. You guys have successfully backed the ship down to be like directly in front of the hallway entrance. So Wex is steering. Is both Lunara and Hogard manning the cannons?
Yeah.
Okay. I will allow that you guys each get one cannon attack. I will roll for you. Just let me know who you're targeting.
I want to go for the brass dragon, try to get it off Harshnag so we can get him out of here since he's trying to get out, and then we can help Sabek.
You fire this cannon, and you're gonna like. I think that ends up being like an 11 or something after adding in your dexterity, but you're not going to be proficient in this, so it just goes like right over its shoulder, and it's actually going to slam into one of these Jotun statues and just send stone flying everywhere. Hogard.
All right.
You
fired.
fired.
How do I fire a cannon?
I rolled for you. You know what? If you want to roll for yourself, you can either do /roll d20,
Right.
and then I'm gonna add some numbers to that.
All right. I type /roll d20.
And go ahead and add 5. All right, so 14. 14's not great. Who were you aiming at?
I don't know. The dragon, like.
Aim at the bronze
down.
one. It's the closest one. Oh, no,
Yeah.
it's not the closest one.
Yeah, the dragon, right, like that I can see right through the doorway. I don't know. Who do I?
The
see?
one that's right on top of Sabek?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Ouch.
I think Sabek would respond with what the fuck?
It slams into the wall. It actually is going to like ding the dragon's back, but not hard enough to do any substantial damage. But it slams into the wall, and this is going to start like breaking some structures, since this is an actual cannon. And you see first of all, there's an explosion of chips of stone that knocks the dragon prone again. So Sabek is now able to get back to his feet. And
Hogard would yell, "Sabek, get out of there!" But I don't think he'd hear him
Yeah.
anyway. But maybe he knows I'm thinking that.
Sure.
Sure.
I'm taking the high dragon's blood whenever my turn is up.
Okay, it's your turn. Oh, I love it. Okay, you let's say it's your turn. You take a high dragon's blood.
Oh no.
Acid dragon. Yeah.
Okay. You become your full dragon form, and ooh. Okay. Immediately, you are going to toss your weapon to the ground and start walking back towards Imrith.
God damn it.
Other dragons do not attempt to stop you.
I just want to point out that this dragon has part of its soul taken away by the Eye of the Allfather mechanism. Just saying. Just saying.
You know what? I like that. We've established it's about 10% or about 8
per question,
5% or something
per question, though, right?
No, it's not 10% per question. It's like
okay,
it's up to 10% total if you do 6 questions. So it's about 1.75% each time. If I roll over a 92 on this D100, then Anam takes control.
Okay. Is that the name of it?
Anam is the Allfather that owns part of your soul. That is not over a 92, so Anam does not take control. I will allow you to make a will save.
Willpower?
Sorry.
Wisdom?
Wisdom.
All right.
Yeah. It is going to keep running, and
oh, it's running now?
Or I mean, it's like walking calmly.
Can we start shooting at the hallway past him? Like try to cave it in between him and Amaranth?
Yeah, I like that. Go ahead and do a slash roll 20 for me.
Yes, hold on. It's a D20?
Yeah. Okay. You don't have to be particularly accurate here to do some damage, since you're not aiming at like any particular thing. You're not able to hit like an architectural weak point. Hogard, do you want to attempt the same thing?
Hogard.
And you actually know architecture, and you're proficient in these cannons, so you're gonna have better luck with this.
Second.
Yep.
Yes, I like that. Is that
Okay.
good?
That's 18. We're going to add 5 to that, since you're both proficient in it, and you can add your dexterity. I think you aim for the same spot that you hit before, which is next to this black dragon, and you cave in the wall right here where it was kind of thin, and the wall in that whole area is going to start crumbling in. Harshnag is on the other side, but he is going to, first of all, Nugget slips out underneath. And
Yay,
then
Nugget.
As he's running past, ooh, okay. So the stuff is collapsing, but it's like taking its time as like the cracks spread and stuff. As he runs past, I think Harshnag is going to grab Sabek and attempt to throw him onto the ship. Which is probably doable because he's
I was about to say, if he has any trouble, I want to shoot my last sleeping arrow at Sabek because we gotta go.
Release me, giant!
So
Need to get to mother!
25, I think, is enough to at least get you going. So he's just gonna like running like a football player, like picking up the ball. He's just running. He grabs you and he tosses you. And I think Zephyros catches you. And just as he is getting through the on the other side of this collapsing wall, Imrith, who is no longer stunned, shoots out and is going to pin him against the wall again. And she is going to bite down on his shoulder.
Oh.
All right. That's good enough, actually. Surprisingly, Harshnag not wearing a ton of armor. So she is going to do some like 30 damage, but specifically she does 30 damage right at the joint of his shoulder and is going to bite his right arm off.
Oh my God. Damn.
And I think Harshnag screams and pulls away from her, leaving an arm behind.
We're fighting like three dragons.
What'd you say?
No.
And just as he does that, the wall finishes collapsing, and the dragons are all stuck on the other side of it.
Oh my damn.
Give me a second. I gotta do it. Freehand.
Sabek looks at Lunara, his eyes ablaze with fury. You! And Hogard. You!
I'm gonna hit him with the sleeping arrow.
What? No!
Hogard's shaking a little. It's like, oh shit.
Sabek's asleep now.
Okay.
And I'm out of sleeping arrows.
I'm sorry I made you use that, but
Worth.
No, I love that.
You kept me from my mother.
I mean, this is payback for, cutting that lady's head.
I didn't cut her head. I shoved my sword through her face. There's a difference.
That's insane.
Yes. Okay.
Slashing versus piercing, the total difference.
Did you have a little Oedipus kind of thing going on there? Where you
I guess so. I didn't know there was going to be some.
That's why I said it was so juicy when you said that. I love it.
Really was Archer Dragon.
Seriously.
Okay. So you have some breathing room. The dragons are trapped back there, and I think that is the last you're going to see of them for now, because that rubble does not look easy to break out of.
Is Harshnag going to get some medical attention anytime soon? This is just me out of character wondering, because I don't know how long he can exist without an arm.
Zephyros immediately has grabbed Harshnag and is rushing him off to the castle.
Cool.
I think Harshnag is in shock right now and is not saying much. Zephyros is going to shout back at you guys that we need to just make some distance right now. We'll regroup in a bit. Just head south. and those two run off into their castle. What do you guys do?
I say we take
Remind
their
me,
advice
so
and
that's
head
their
south.
floating castle?
Yeah.
Okay.
We
Zephyros
should
is a
probably
flying
follow
cloud
them
castle.
right to the flying platform.
Yeah.
So, I guess we're safe enough here. I think we need to like have a little powwow and decide, where do we go from here?
I mean, you are still right next to the giants. You might want to make some distance before you sit and have tea.
Yeah, no, I say we take the airship to the floating castle.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start backing it off and taking it to the castle.
Okay. Very good. Hold on. Stick those through there.
I feel
Copy.
so bad.
Switching over to Zephyros' castle. Man, I really regret not having a more high-res picture of this map. It's a nice map. Okay, so we no longer have those guys.
I'm not.
Ooh, I hadn't considered this, but and objectively, this is a smaller issue. Harshnag lost his axe.
And I lost my sword.
No!
Oh shit, you lost your sword.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yup. You made me drop my sword.
We'll have to get you a new one.
It will be known henceforth as the Blade of Sabek. The Dragon Tooth Blade.
Okay.
Oh man.
So
There's an armor in this castle. We're fine.
I think there's like a more proper medical bay upstairs, but I think that Zephyros is going to immediately rush Harshnag into the like library dining room area and like throw everything that would be there off the table and drop him down on the table and immediately start doing some basic healing magic, and then once things are somewhat stabilized, run upstairs to get some like healing supplies. What are you guys doing?
Can I
So
help
did
Zephyros?
Harshnag lose an arm?
Harshnag lost an arm.
Oh my.
Yeah, I want to help Zephyros if I can.
Okay.
I don't know how I would be of assistance, but I'll try because I feel awful.
Okay.
I want to be by Harshnag because Hogard's got a connection, and
Oh, yeah.
I just want to, if nothing else, wait outside the room and see how he is.
Sabek is half asleep but pissed, like asleep and angry, fitful sleeping.
I think once the sleeping dart hit you and you like fell unconscious, the dragon part of you faded away and you immediately became normal Sabek again.
Yeah. Okay.
By the way, how many strong dragon bloods do you have left?
3.
Because you just used 2 of them.
Yeah,
Yep.
3 minus.
You
I got
lost
one
one?
slapped out of my hand and I used another one and became like evil Sabek.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
were just like, I'm doing that.
I like that Wex immediately knew what was going.
Yep. He's like, I know what Zai's doing, son of a bitch. Yeah,
That was
it's
great.
good that I was put to sleep. I was gonna hurt somebody.
I'm happy with how that went. Okay, so Hogard, you can be in the library. I think you're just like either standing on the table fretting or something similar, maybe like
Mm-hmm.
sitting up on the back of one of the chairs or something.
Is there anything? I'm pretty good with Arcana, but is there anything that I could do to help?
You could join Lunara. and basically the best that you guys can do right now is sit on his shoulders, and as he says like, hey, I need to find this thing, you guys can look around and try to help him find it.
Okay.
Why don't you guys each make a d20 roll? Oh, fantastic. All right, you guys are actually immediately helpful. Find the things he needs, and he bundles them up and starts running back downstairs. And he gets so he has done a healing spell that is basically like slowing down the blood loss. But he's going to go over with basically like giant-sized needle and thread. And oh god, I don't even know where I would start with. I'm going to assume that Zephyros has more medical training than I do and has some idea of what to do in this situation. But he's going to be on this table operating on Zephyros for the next like couple hours, I think. And if you guys want to help, you can probably do a little bit of like the same thing you were doing before, where you guys can just like stand on the table, and as he says like scalpel, you guys fucking pick up this like spear-sized scalpel and like, carry it over to him. That's an
Scalpel.
example.
Here's the machete.
Yeah, I think because it would be 3 times in each dimension, so
Yeah.
more like a short sword instead of a scalpel. But yeah, so everybody else is just kind of recovering. Then I think that we're gonna wrap this up soon, as soon as we come up with like a game plan for where you guys are going next.
Okay.
Okay.
I think we can fast forward to like later that night.
Can I ask a real quick question? Would Hogard have any knowledge of machinery that could kind of be worked in to be fashioned for an arm, like a replacement arm, like Star Wars style?
Are you asking for a Full Metal Alchemist here?
I'm kind of asking for that, but I don't know
Cyborg.
if that's something that he would have learned when we were at the university, or could use his like tinkering tools to fashion.
I think that is something that can be done. I think it is something Hogard is not able to do himself with the supplies he has here.
Gotcha.
I would say Hogard could fashion a prosthetic, essentially like some wood with like a hook on the end.
Yeah, I hate the idea that Harshnag lost a whole arm to this.
Yeah, but I think that anything more would involve understanding like the human nervous system and how to like integrate
No automail for you.
parts with nerves. So I think that's a little bit out of Hogard's capacity at the moment.
Okay.
So I think we're going to fast forward to like let's say the next morning. You guys are all sitting around in the let's say the library. The table in here is just covered with blood, as is like a whole lot of the carpet and the other stuff in that area. But you guys are sitting in the corner of the room where there is a big fireplace going with like a bonfire inside of it. And Zephyros is there. He's talking with you guys to kind of come up with where you're going to go next. But he is like nervously looking over at Harshnag every few seconds. And Harshnag is there. He is slumped into a big plush chair and has like a huge bandage thing over like one half of his torso. And he is pretty out of it and pretty like when he has the clarity to answer questions and stuff, he is very just kind of like sullen and not saying much right now. So
Who hurt you?
I think we know who hurt him. So
That
let's
much is
come
clear.
up with what the plan is from here. And I think this is Zephyros speaking, saying like, you know, I hate having to be logical right now, but we need to decide what's happening next. I don't know how much time we have, and yeah.
Guys, I just wanna clear the air, clear something up. I'm really fucking pissed off at all of you. What the fuck?
Yeah, well,
What the fuck? Who was that? That could have been my mother. I don't know what the hell that was. Come on.
So you're just gonna do
so
a
you
full
just believe her
Bethesda.
over us?
You're not gonna apologize for what you did.
Yeah, like Sabek, I understand, and we're gonna talk about it, bud. We are, but you didn't lose an arm, so just chill out.
You
Like-
didn't lose your life.
Are you threatening me? Is there a fireplace I could push you into?
There is a fireplace. I don't think he's threatening.
Okay.
Sabek doesn't respond to you.
So
he's
we
turned
got-
away and crossed his arms like an angry Klingon group.
So we got a
think
name.
I think that Sabek and Hogard are very similar, or not Hogard. Sabek and Harshnag are very similar levels of like sullen right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sabek's pain is emotional, not physical. So the Frost Hills was where we were supposed to be going. This is Zai speaking, not Sabek, because Sabek is pissed. But yeah, so I would think that somebody would want to do that, or I don't know. That's the only idea I can think of if we're not going to do the
No.
whole auto mail thing for Harshnag.
Yeah, I know that we need to like seek out these giants, but is there like anything we could do for Harsh? Like even if we got to go find him a magical arm for like I don't know, it's something. I'll do it.
Yeah, I think that Zephyros is going to say, you guys, what you can do to help Harshnag right now is take this whole quest off our plate. You guys just take care of that, and I will focus on helping Harshnag out. And he's very kind of, you know, sad as he says that. He's gonna sigh and he's gonna say, we have contacts among other adventurers of small folk and other sort of renegade Jotuns, and between them I think I know a few leads who might be able to help us get Harshnag back in shape. Obviously our goal right now is not to have him fighting again anytime soon. We just want to have him functional as soon as possible. In the meantime, if you guys could carry on without us, the Fire Giant stronghold, the Ild Jotun stronghold in the Frost Hills, which I want to say that it's called Iron Slag. They said that it was north of the city of Nesme. You can go and take a look, but my suspicion is that it will not be easy to get into. You'll probably have to in some way. Oh, hello. Can you guys hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm still here.
I can hear you.
My computer went to sleep.
Oh,
You guys if you guys can find some way to get in there, get the conch, and stop this whole chaos that's going on with the giants, and once everything is in order and we've kind of stabilized giant society, I would absolutely love to go hunt that dragon down with you. But I think that's not where we start right now.
Without saying anything or looking at either Lunar or Wex, Sabek walks over towards Harshnag and, in a sign of warrior's respect, lays down one of the dragon pelts that he got on a previous episode of our game and whispers something to him, inaudible to everyone else. Then he flexes.
Okay, let me see that flex.
Yeah.
Damn.
Then he
That's
flexes
good flex.
and walks back towards the ship. Time to go.
And I think when you flex, Harshnag is going to make a kind of sad, somber chuckle, and he's going to do a flex of his own, comparatively weak.
Oh.
All right. Well, Hogard gives a tap on Harshnag's hand as he walks away with a tear in his eye.
Hey.
Hogard, how not know?
Well, I will say this is not the last you will hear of Hogard and Zephyros, but I think that they are probably out of commission for the time being.
I think he meant Harshnag and Zephyr.
Yeah.
He meant Harshnag. And
You said Hogard
Yeah,
initially.
sorry.
Yeah. That's right.
H names. It's killing me.
Okay.
So you guys all head back to the ship and get started on your journey?
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Then that is where we will pick up next time. Now, one of the things I was hoping to accomplish with this game was to put some added pressure on Sabek to get control of the dragon inside of him. Do we think I accomplished that?
Yeah.
Sai?
Yeah. I definitely tried to control it myself, and so yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not going to say I can say for sure what's happening next, but you're going to be near the town of Desme, so it might come up.
Word.
All right, guys, I'm very happy with this game. That turned
Yeah.
out really well, I
very
think.
dope.
Good
Yeah,
game.
we survived 3 dragons, one huge dragon. So just
We did.
surviving.
And me trying as hard as I could to thwart
Get
our
everyone
plan.
killed.
Yeah, I'm really happy with it. Zai, you played that up really well.
Hell yeah.
So
Role
good.
play for the win.
Yeah.
I liked that. Also, I now have to go through and look at all the fucking edifice.
Yeah. I don't know how I'm gonna come out on that yet. Sabek's all fucked up in the head right now.
I will.
I think you might get reminded of that from time to time.
Probably so. Thank God Vanitas wasn't here. God, he would have never let that one go.
Oh, I'm gonna tell him.
No.
How much money do you have?
Sabek?
Yeah.
850 gold pieces. I haven't really spent anything.
Right.
I'm gonna have to buy another sword.
You're gonna have to buy another sword. I'm wondering if anyone in the party, or if you guys could do anything to make enough to afford that. Let's see. Show to players. Down in weapon, Surtur's greatsword. You're 1,000 gold short.
Hey, Lunar. Maybe I'll ask Lunar once I stop being angry with her.
Lunara doesn't have any money.
Oh,
Lunara has literally 0 money.
I'm sure you guys. Can
I
get down.
definitely have some cash. There would be caveats that come with my money though.
caveats. You slapped dragon's blood out of my hand.
I mean,
understand
I
that.
think at this point, Lunara understands that she's upset Sabek, so next time we go into a town, I'd be willing to pickpocket, play cards, whatever I gotta do to get some money to make him happy, get him a sword.
Do we need to arm him now, or are we making a
I
stop in
mean,
between?
I am the tank, so if we get
Actually,
into a
that's a good
fight,
question.
Yeah.
Maybe this is something we can address before
Well,
next game.
I technically don't
Holgard's
need a
got
sword.
242 gold pieces. He's willing to
Ooh.
contribute.
Okay. And how much did Wex have?
Wex
Wex?
has 740.
Hey, between the three of you guys, you could have Surtur's greatsword.
I'd put all my gold towards it. 850.
If
I'm
that's
sure-
what you
I'm
want
sure-
to do.
I'm sure Cybeck will remember Hogard's contribution in the future. And
Maybe next game.
repay
This
him.
game, I don't want to do that.
Right,
not
right.
now. I'm talking future.
Okay.
Future.
Did you guys last time you spoke with Assad, did you guys come up with a method of getting in contact with him? I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
we left it off with
we
like,
must have given him like a Rocky Talkie or something.
all right, I like that. I was going to say I really like the idea of Assad being like, I'll be there when you need me. He's basically Gandalf.
You're on
the
call
Grey,
merchant.
but with
I'm like
taking
Amazon.
money.
Yeah.
Asamazon.
He's
So-
our like James Bond Q kind of guy. He
Yes.
just shows up and is like, "Oh, I've got this great item for you guys."
I
Yeah.
told you Q was the tech guy.
All right.
We were talking about
so
Q the other day.
we will address that next game. I'm really happy with this. Everyone good for the night?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Have a good weekend, you all.
Yeah,
Good night,
thanks. That
everyone.
was an awesome game.
You
See you
too.
guys.
Good game.
Yeah, great game.
All right, bye.
See ya.
Bye.
See ya.
Night, guys.
Good night.